Salam, this is AMECO Haber English Service and you're watching our daily updates. I'm Gaila Damu. Stay with us. A delegation of officials of the federal government, led by Speaker of House of People's Representatives Taggase Jaffo, has arrived at Mekelle. A delegation of officials of the federal government of Ethiopia, led by Taggase Jaffo, has went to Mekelle to oversee the implementation of major issues in the peace agreement as per the said plan. The delegation is the first of its stature as a high-level federal government body heading to Mekelle in 2 years. It is believed that this gesture is attestation to the peace agreement getting on the right track and progressing. According to the information obtained from the Government Communication Service, the members of the National Dialogue Commission have also gone to Mekelle as part of the delegation. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Dammaqee Mokonnin has called on Ethiopians to cooperate in tackling the challenges of human trafficking by addressing its root causes. Burhan Workana reports.
The smuggler told me that if I went to Saudi Arabia, I'd earn $270 a month. That was wrong. I have a wife and 8 children who expected a lot from me. My wife will be upset because I've come back with nothing.
Addressing a forum that is underway in Hosanna City under the theme Let's Prevent Human Trafficking Together Through Strong Community Participation, he said, human trafficking and illegal migration have been the challenge of the country. He added the recent tragedies that befall our citizens in Malawi and Zambia demonstrate how serious the problem is. In just 1 year, the Deputy Premier said more than 100,000 illegal migrants were repatriated, while more than 5,000 prisoners still remain in Tanzania. Furthermore, Dammaqee stated the forum is being held in Hosanna City because it is one of the areas that is highly affected by human trafficking in the country. Many Ethiopians become victims of human traffickers, drowned by the success stories of a few individuals which could not represent the whole picture of migration and its perils. The Deputy Premier pointed out that awareness campaigns will be strengthened in the northeastern part of the country where the problem is also big.
Ministry of Water and Energy said that efforts are being exerted to develop potential renewable energy sources and benefit the entire population in the country. Abebe Brahani tells us more.
The ministry further said that it provides support to industrial plants that are manufacturing and assembling solar and energy-saving appliances. A group of officials from the Ministry of Water and Energy and other stakeholders visited a renewable and energy-saving plant in Bahar Dar City, which was built at a cost of 100 million birr. During the visit, State Minister of Water and Energy, Sultan Wali, said the government is building mega power generation projects. He said that the government has planned to make 65% of the country's population beneficial from the electric power that comes from the national power grid. He elaborated that by developing Ethiopia's renewable energy potential, efforts are underway to ensure that the entire population throughout the country benefits from the sector. In a bid to distribute solar energy technologies and provide energy access to 35% of the total population scattered in rural areas, efforts are being undertaken to develop small hydropower dams by the private sector. He said that includes supporting local industries engaged in the production and assembly of solar panels and energy-saving electric materials, adding that efforts are being made to manufacture them locally too. According to the State Minister, it is necessary to support such manufacturing industries as local production reduces foreign exchange by 50% and assembling by 15%. Avrampa Technology Factory owner Samson Belaine on his part said that the factory produces solar panels and energy-saving electrical appliances. He added that currently the machine installation work has been completed and sample production of energy-saving electrical appliances has already begun.
Norway has praised Ethiopia for its impressive achievement in the Green Legacy Initiative and affirmed commitment to support the initiative. Abebe Brahani presents the story.
Recall that Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed was awarded the Outstanding African Leadership Award in recognition of the Green Legacy Initiative this month. As the global community continues to be confronted with the adverse effects of climate change, Ethiopia chose to undertake bold and practical solutions to address the issue. In an exclusive interview with Ethiopian news agency, Norway's ambassador to Ethiopia, Stian Christensen, said, "It is important to strongly recognize Ethiopia's commitment to protect the climate and environment over many years," citing that Ethiopia plays an important role as the water tower, not just for its country, but for the region. The ambassador added that the Green Legacy Initiative by the Prime Minister is one of the many impressive efforts.
Ethiopia plays an important role as a water tower, not just for its own country, but for the region. And you recognize that. The Prime Minister has recognized that. His Green Legacy Initiative is one such impressive effort of many. So the starting point is that Ethiopia itself is doing impressive work and has done for many, many years.
4 years into the implementation of the Green Legacy Initiative, Ethiopia mobilized 25 million Ethiopians across the nation to plant 25 billion seedlings, equivalent to 250 seedlings per Ethiopian. Ambassador Christensen further noted that the starting point is that Ethiopia itself is doing impressive work that has been done for many years. He said that globally, Norway has been trying to support countries in preserving their environment, particularly forests, for example.
Norway globally has been trying to support countries in preserving their environment, in preserving particularly, let's say, forests, for example. And so we are working closely with the Ethiopian government, the Ministry of Planning, Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Finance, with the Prime Minister's office in support of their work in preserving your environment, in preserving your forests, and enabling agriculture without it jeopardizing Ethiopia's position as a water tower.
Stressing that Ethiopia's move in green initiative is rewarding, he said that Norway's support is just complementary to the nation's impressive efforts in the area.
This is actually, let's say, the area where I've found the most rewarding, simply because you, Ethiopia, are so professional in this area, and I find that our modest support is very complementary to your own Ethiopian efforts.
In his acceptance statement for the Outstanding African Leadership Award, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed said that the initiative is Ethiopia's significant contribution to the global climate change mitigation efforts. It was learned, building on this success, the country plans to restore additional 22 million hectares of degraded land by 2030.
Tourists said that Bahar Dar and its surrounding is ideal for sports tourism like cycling. Adler Ethiopia Tour is trying to revive cycling and grow it into the tourism industry. Mo Domli has the details.
This group of tour cyclists was said to hit the road to Bezoit Mariam hilltop, some 9 kilometers northeast of Bahar Dar city. It is where the historical imperial palace of Emperor Haile Selassie I is found. Adler's Tour Ethiopia Tour cycling organizer Ashanafi Mara said the ultimate aim of organizing such events is to revive the cycling mode of transport, which was commonly used in Bahar Dar city in the past, and grow it into the tourism industry.
I would like to introduce a bike tour here, and I would like to initiate pupils to ride a bike through the city. As you know, the city of Bahar Dar is very comfortable and ideal for biking. Not only Bahar Dar, as you know, Ethiopia is very comfortable for biking because of we have so many stunning landscapes. So our vision is to promote and develop bike to the country, all over the country, you know.
Stating that Bahar Dar city and its surrounding is conducive enough to do cycling, Ashanafi mentioned the targeted potential tour cycling destinations from the city, and Bezoit Mariam hilltop or the Imperial Palace is one of these destinations.
We have so many places to ride a bike like Zage, Tisabai, the waterfall. For example, like Zage, from Bahardar to Zage is far like 24 kilometers. The road is off-road, and some about some 10 or 15 kilometers is asphalt road. That's very comfortable. We held many tours there and to the waterfall, and that was really amazing.
Besides local bike riders, some foreigners were also part of the tour cycling to the Imperial Palace. Nati from the US expressed how much pleasurable it was.
Oh, it's very, very enjoyable. I love to cycle. Me and Nagus, we ride in my bicycle every day. Yeah, and today riding all the way across the bridge and up the hill to see the beautiful view from the Beit Menges is gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, cycling in general is a very good place, you know. Me, I don't ride Bajaj, I do not take line taxi, I do not take car. Anywhere I go, I cycle.
Coming from France, where the popular cycling Tour de France is held annually, Vincent said that Bahardar city and its surrounding is ideal to practice cycling and grow it into big cycling tourism.
I do everything by bike, and I made the team with HNFA to do more like a mountain bike to Tisabé, Zéguié Peninsula, and some ride in the cities. Yeah.
You have planned to begin the bumpy ride in this Bahardar city. So how is it going on?
Yeah, so it's a big project. I mean, we talked about it with HNFA, and it will be nice. So it's an international Swiss company who is doing pump track. So it's for small bike, but any kind of mountain bike. And the objective will be to build something with tarmac and with little jump, and you can pump. It's very nice for the kids to make them riding bike. And so we are still discussing with the company to make it happen.
During their tour cycling, the participants appreciated the natural scenery of Bizaut Mariam hilltop. Beyond being the site of the historical Imperial Palace, the hilltop is a very strategic viewpoint for anyone going there to overlook the Abai or Blue Nile River, Lake Tana, in Bahardar city itself.
Yeah, it's very nice, very pleasurable. Sometimes I like to come here, and then there are the trails going down, yeah? And we go down to the Nile, you know, and walk there by the water, and we take the boat across to Pida campus, and it is a very beautiful, lovely walk.
You're watching AMECO Haber English service, and now let's proceed to News Beyond Borders. Libyan Minister of the State of Communication and Political Affairs, Walid Al-Lafi, on Saturday stressed Libya's support for Arab initiatives that aim to enhance the image of Arabs. The state of Libya renews its support for Arab initiatives to enhance the image of the Arabs in the face of campaigns targeting our identity, Al-Lafi said here during a consultative meeting of Arab information ministers which kicked off on Saturday at the end of the Tripoli, the capital of Arab Media 2022 event. The Libyan official said that, in light of the rapid technological development, cooperation between Arab countries in media and journalism has become a more important requirement than before. The Council of Arab Information Ministers had announced in its previous session that Lebanon's Beirut would be chosen as the capital of Arab media for year 2023, as CGTN Africa reported. At least 3 people, including 2 police officers, were killed on Wednesday in eastern Kenya's Garissa country in an attack allegedly conducted by Al-Shabaab militants. According to Nairobi-based The Star newspaper, the 2 police officers and a civilian were part of a group of people that were in a police vehicle when they were attacked between the Haile Lapsset camp and Garissa. Witness reports indicate that the vehicle ran over an improvised explosive device IED planted to demobilize it before the attackers fired a rocket-propelled grenade, as CGTN Africa reported. Kenya's finance minister said in a memorandum to the International Monetary Fund, Kenya is raising $900 million in planned external commercial financing for its fiscal year to June from international banks. Burhan Workana presents CGTN Africa report.
The East African nation has found it almost impossible to raise funds from the international bond market this year due to a surge in yields. It was forced to cancel in June the planned issuance of a second euro bond for the last financial year and is now seeking alternative sources of funding. The ministry said in the memo seen by Reuters Thursday that due to the protracted dislocations in international financial markets, Kenya is tapping international banks to plug part of the budget shortfall. The government has so far contracted a third of the amount, the ministry said, and it is reviewing offers for the balance. The ministry did not say which lenders are involved nor the transaction type. Finance Minister Juguna Dungu did not respond to a request for the comment. The government is also leaning on cheaper funding from multilateral creditors. It has asked the World Bank for a $750 million budget support, Dungu said earlier this month. Both sides are in talks to increase the amount to be lent under the World Bank's Development Policy Operations Program, the Treasury said in the memo, with any additional financial going towards replacing expensive debt. The ministry said they are also actively exploring market-based debt liability management operations to reduce rollover risks stemming from maturing external commercial debts. The external funding challenges facing Kenya, combined with increasing amounts of foreign currency denominated debts falling due, have put pressure on its foreign exchange reserves. The International Monetary Fund approved the disbursement of $447 million to Kenya this week after a review of its 38-month lending deal.
This is AMECO Haber English Service, and now let's take a look at the foreign exchange rate. That's all the news we have for today. I'm Gaila Damu. Thanks for watching and stay tuned with the rest of our programs.
Thank you.